Hey, welcome to the Coatings Talk live chat. I'm Jim Kunkel. First, I want to say I greatly appreciate everyone joining this live chat. As we're getting started, I'd like to cover the chat session disclaimer. This live chat in the Coatings Talk series does not represent the opinions or strategies of AkzoNobel International Paint. Additionally, I make every effort to provide accurate and up-to-date information from the global protective coatings and corrosion industries. Despite this care and attention, it is reasonably possible that the content and or chat conversations within this live broadcast may have content that is incomplete or incorrect. I'm recording this session audio for rebroadcasting and to also have an archive recording. And this is the mid-season break for the Coatings Talk live chat. So after this session, I will put the recording back up on the social media and also the Coatings Talk channel. I will routinely have content going on the Coatings Talk channel, but this series will start back up in September, as well as the Coatings Talk live streams as well. So before we cover this topic, I'd like to cover how you can participate in this live chat. It's really easy. All you have to do is raise your hand. There's an icon in your menu there that you can raise your hand, and that's telling me that you want to come up on stage. I can open up your microphone and you can participate in this live chat. Additionally, there are reaction emojis that you can hit to be able to offer any type of emojis that you might want to do as well. And let's see, Omar, you want to come up? Let me maybe see if you want to come up here and speak real quick before we get started. Okay, Omar, did you have anything you
I
wanted
do.
to say?
Yes, sir, James. Thank you so much for having me on. Just been following and watching all of that. It's very interesting, and I'll talk as we get along with any topics or anything that comes in. I appreciate you.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and send you back down into the to the audience. Excellent. There we go. So this evening's topic is combining asset integrity programs into project design. I will dovetail this conversation into more of a corrosion management as well. And the thing with the corrosion topics, that's something I really do need to integrate. I did some surveying, and a lot of people want me to cover some of this, a lot more into corrosion. And so I want to try to make sure I start doing that. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. An asset has integrity when it is operated and maintained. So the combination of the likelihood of failure and the consequence of failure makes the risk to people, to the environment, and to the company as low as reasonably expected. Plant integrity, safety, reliability are all major concerns to plant operators and managers. The primary objective of asset integrity programs is to maintain the asset in a fit for service condition while also extending its remaining productive life in the most reliable, safe, and cost effective manner. In addition to regulatory and company requirements, operators of energy facilities and pipelines have the following business needs. First is to maximizing their production. The second is reducing lost income due to unplanned shutdowns. Third is optimizing inspection and maintenance cost. Fourth is maximizing asset value. And fifth, but not final, maintaining a system that can be easily audited. The main objective of asset integrity programs is to ensure that the assets perform their required functions throughout their life cycle. When assets are managed and maintained properly, not only does it help drive their sustainable performance, but it also lowers inspection, maintenance, repair costs while improving plant reliability and operational safety. As we want an asset to perform its intended function throughout its life cycle, it is beneficial to pay attention to asset integrity during the design of the asset. In its lifetime, an asset goes through various stages, starting from concept and design, and then moving into construction, commissioning, operations, maintenance, and then at the end of its usable or productive life, it moves into decommissioning. When we talk about design integrity, the first major component of a successful asset integrity program is design integrity. A solid design integrity focus will help provide a strong foundation that supports asset integrity. Assuring design integrity starts at the concept stage of any project. Here, owners and engineers should pay close attention to various integrity aspects. During this phase, we want to confirm that the concept will not lead to any kind of intolerable risk. Owners and engineers need to assure that the design complies with all technical and process safety standards. Details about the operation and maintenance routines must be defined, and all safety critical elements also need to be identified in this phase. Technical integrity. At the construction and commissioning stage, owners and engineers need to ensure technical integrity. Quality management should not be left to only the construction contractor. Owners and engineers should participate actively and make sure audits and reviews are carried out properly and an equipment is manufactured and installed as per codes and standards. To ensure successful transition, operational staff should be actively involved in the startup process. When it comes to operational integrity, most assets spend the majority of their life cycle in the operations, maintenance, and decommissioning stages. This phase is most important to owners since an asset may remain in operation and maintenance stages for decades. Here we need to ensure operational integrity after startup. Operational integrity is achieved by managing assets within operating limits. The operations team should, at the beginning, implement integrity management strategies and maintain those strategies properly. These include reliability-centered maintenance, risk-based inspection, reliability analytics, reliability, availability, and maintainability. That would be what they call RAM modeling. Non-destructive testing and finite element analysis. Integrity strategies should be reviewing and updating at a regular interval, and maintenance and inspection activities adjusted accordingly. Preventive, predictive, and corrective maintenance tests should be carried out routinely. Operational teams need to pay attention to proper reporting to make sure assets are performing as required to ensure maximum production at a high level of quality and operational safety for the personnel, the local public, and the environment. Now, let's go ahead and move in and talk a little bit about corrosion, especially related to the oil and gas industry. In oil and gas production, corrosion ranks as one of the top cost drivers. There are many factors that contribute to corrosion, some of which are easily controlled, some that are seemingly impossible to control. So a combination of factors contribute to this issue, including brine chemistry, bacteria, and related byproducts, gas composition, oxygen encroachment, temperature and pressure conditions, use of dissimilar metals, fluid flow conditions, solids which would lead to abrasion, electrical charges, chemicals, and additives that are used to stimulate production and event more. The impacts of corrosion are immense. Corrosion reduces the effective life of equipment. It leads to premature failures, safety hazards, leaks, spills, fines, and really impactful system shutdowns. It impacts lifting costs by both increasing the cost of operations and by reducing production revenues. Now, corrosion management is a practice that aims to systematically manage the risk of corrosion in the oil and gas industry. It includes planning actions for corrosion mitigation and prevention, such as anti-corrosion measures, corrosion monitoring, regular inspection, and importantly, corrosion and corrosion mitigation education. Education is a key and important element of a corrosion management program. A corrosion management program is a set of processes and procedures required for managing the threat of corrosion for existing and future assets and asset systems. The program typically includes optimizing corrosion control actions, minimizing life cycle corrosion cost, and meeting safety and environmental goals. Corrosion management techniques include cathodic protection and the use of inhibitors, biocides, material selection, and importantly, coatings and linings applications. The process of corrosion management involves reviewing required integrity management measures, regularly monitoring their performance, and assessing their effectiveness post-commissioning. A corrosion management program is sometimes called a corrosion management system, CMS. This is a documented set of process and procedures required for planning, executing, and continuing improving the ability of an organization to manage the threats of corrosion for existing and future assets. It typically includes first, optimizing corrosion control actions and minimizing life cycle corrosion cost, and secondly, meeting safety and environmental goals. A CMS is most successful when it's integrated within an organization's overall management system and tools are provided to create consistent processes and the operational procedures so that employees from the top down can respond holistically and effectively when faced with corrosion related incidents. A strategy for corrosion management coupled with training that it incorporates lessons learned, case studies, shared experiences, and best practices provides a foundation to guide companies towards stronger corrosion management practices. And the last thing I'll add to this is providing employees across the organization with defined expectations of standard practices for corrosion management, benchmarks for fighting corrosion can prolong the life cycle and sustainability of a company's critical assets. This is going to be a really short, I figured this would be about a 15-minute chat. It turned out to be that. Anyone who would want to add or participate or maybe have some question that you would like to ask, please raise your hand and let me know if you want to come up on stage. Well, what I'd like to say is thank you everyone for participating this evening and also to looking forward to reconnecting back again in the fall with the live chat. I will, like I say, continue to have content coming out on Codings Talk on the channel. You'll see stuff on LinkedIn as well. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your evening, your good morning or good afternoon, no matter where you're from. Thank you.